Welcome back to North of the Broad. I'm your host, Karen Wyman, coming to you from higher ground. I'm with the owner this afternoon and my good friend, Tim Lovett. Welcome, Tim.
Thanks, Karen.
We're so happy to be here. You're the new sponsor and host of our show here at your wonderful store in Beaufort. So thank you so much for letting us come and enjoy this wonderful space with all this awesome merchandise that you have here to offer those outdoor enthusiasts who are here in Beaufort.
It's exciting. I'm glad to have you all here. This is a good fit, I think.
I think it's a great fit. And we spent a lot of our time this afternoon sort of talking and interviewing people who are really involved in the community after we're all coming back online after Hurricane Matthew. We know that we've been relatively lucky in Beaufort, that we've had minor structural damage, as we've heard from our city councilman, and we've had no loss of life or injuries around the hurricane and the aftermath, so we're all grateful for that.
Yes.
And we also know as a community how resilient we are, how we've seen people come together to help out fellow neighbors, whether it's at home or in their businesses. And I know that in your line of work here, with the activities that you offer, the tours that you offer, you yourself spend a lot of time out on the water. So give the audience some information about some of the things that you've seen in the aftermath of Hurricane Matthew.
Okay, well, it's been, I'll start out by saying we were all very lucky.
Yeah.
But there were some that were not so lucky, particularly people who live on the water. So we've seen a lot of dock damage, debris in the water, that type of thing, which I think is going to take a long time to recover those losses, rebuilding docks and where people not necessarily have their access to the water taken away. So that'll be a long process. But overall, I think it was, we were very lucky. Very lucky
to be, spared. So, obviously you have what we would call a bird's eye view, a water eye view on almost a daily basis.
Yeah.
So at this point, obviously safe for people to go out in the water in their kayaks and on their paddle boards?
Yeah, absolutely. But as always, you have to be aware of your surroundings, and just like if you were being aware of oyster beds or any other dangers that may be out there, but you definitely need to be on the lookout for debris, dock parts, and things like that.
And knowing that some of those access points, like you talked about, may not be available to you at this point right now.
Yes, some big ones in particular.
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot of things go on here all the time that as we get into early November, you guys start to gear up for the fall. You've got a lot of fall merchandise here, and obviously thinking toward the holidays. So any big plans as far as the holidays and merchandise that may be new to higher ground?
We have some great new brands that we've brought in. I'll have to just challenge everyone to come in and check it out. But great looking new stuff for the fall and winter, and great Christmas ideas rolling in every day. So I encourage everybody to come check us out.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And I know that you all do a great job with your social media feeds, whether it's Facebook or Instagram. If you're not following Higher Ground now, you should be.
Yes.
And that wonderful about posting some of that new merchandise every day. And I know we've got some of your staff here that are great models for you. You've got Hobie, who's around here somewhere, the store mascot, who's in some of those pics. But a great way to see what's going on at Higher Ground.
Definitely.
We think of typically water sports being and activities being during the warm weather, but we know that you guys are open and have access to the water and to tours and lessons all year round.
Yes, definitely paddle year round. We have some of the most beautiful days of the year that'll pop up in January or February when you would think it's going to be really cold, but it'll be beautiful and glassy water and 75 degrees, so it's...
Can't beat it, right?
Yeah, you gotta...
The place to be, absolutely.
Get it while you can.
That's right. So if there are people from out of town or the people who have visitors coming in, I want them to know that your services, your tours, lessons, and equipment is here year-round for people to come and rent.
Absolutely.
Yes, right. Absolutely want to get that out there to people. And so I also know that Paddle Fest is an event that typically will take place about this time of the year.
Yes.
So let's talk about that event. Right now we know it's on hold based on the situation at Hunting Island.
Yes, Paddle Fest is an event that we put on every year, a kayak and stand-up paddleboard race. Proceeds go to benefit the Friends of Hunting Island. Unfortunately this year with Hurricane Matthew, the park is closed definitely through the end of the year. There's some question about the lagoon itself and the usability, I guess, of what that's going to be like. So we are looking forward to the spring. other events on the horizon. I can't really say yet, but we're going to add
Always
some
top secret, right?
top secret kayak stand-up paddleboard race coming up in the spring, so it should be good stuff.
So basically, stay tuned. Check out your website, your Facebook page, any other social medias, whether it's Twitter or Instagram, to sort of look for updates on that event, and hopefully that will be online sooner rather than later.
Yes.
I think all of us who live here in this community, whether you're a kayaker or a stand-up paddleboarder, are saddened by the fact that the Hunting Island State Beach has been, so devastated.
Yes.
And hoping that it will come back online sooner, and keep our fingers crossed that we'll have access to that beautiful place in the spring and in the summer.
Definitely hope so.
Yeah. Well, we're really happy to be here in our new home at Higher Ground. Anything else you want to share with the viewers before we wrap up today's interview?
Well, just want to thank you for agreeing to come back after your mini vacation and join us here. We're excited about it.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I think this is going to be a great opportunity for us to really highlight the people, places, events that really make Beaufort the community that it is.
Definitely.
Well, thank you, Tim, so much for allowing us to be in this wonderful space. We're so happy to have you as our new home.
Thank you.
All right, and that'll wrap up this edition of North of the Broad. Hope to see you next time.